Hey guys, welcome back to the Fragrance Wardrobe. Okay, so today I'm going to give first impressions of two fragrances that have just been like demolished or eviscerated by YouTube fragrance reviewers. These catch nothing but hate, and from what I've seen really from the YouTube community or the fragrance community, mainly I think mainly from like reviewers. They don't like these, so the rest of the community doesn't like these. But I went ahead and picked these up just so I could give you guys my take on them, show you guys what you're going to get if you purchase these, kind of describe the scents for you, and let you know, do I think they're as bad as everybody's claiming they are, or do I think that they're average, or maybe they're above average. So here's how we're going to do this. I have the Bad Boy New Le Parfum, and I have the Bad Boy Original. Both of them in 50 ml. How I smelled these? Yes, I have. We sell these at work, so I've smelled these, but I'm going to act like I've never smelled these before, kind of give you guys the first impressions that you would get if you were first smelling them. Make sense? Makes sense to me. All right, let's go and crack these open. Let's start with the Original, because I think most people may have smelled this in the malls, you know, out in the wild. I'm going to go ahead and unpack this, show you what you get, give you my impressions of the scent. Okay, box, like that. So, the box right here, it's like a velvet. This black is velvet. I actually did not know that about this fragrance, or about the packaging. I've only seen the boxes in cellophane and the testers. Open it up and you will get that somewhat unfortunate looking bottle. So the bottle is a lightning bolt. Looks like that. It will stand up like so, somewhere like that. I think a lot of the hate really, I think, initially started with the awful design of these bottles. Now, I think the average person that goes into a department store, an Ulta, a Dillard's, a Macy's, Sephora, whatever, they're going to see this bottle and they're going to think it's pretty cool. How do I know that? Because there's a lot of customers that I've seen see this bottle and think, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so in the community, we think it's kind of cheesy, maybe a little bit gimmicky, but the average fragrance purchaser or consumer actually thinks these bottles are kind of neat because they are different. So there's the first thing. The bottles catch all kinds of flack in the community, but the average customer actually thinks they look pretty neat. So personally, I think they look kind of tacky, but that's here or there. Let's get into the scent. Now, I'm not going to spray this on skin, either of these, because I just sprayed Polo Cologne Intense, and I'm really digging that scent right now. Maybe I'll spray it later on skin, but I've smelled it plenty of times, so, you know, first impression for you guys though, right? Okay, your atomizer. You do get really good distribution. I mean, you saw how far that thing shoots out. It shoots quite a bit of juice. And lots of juice coming out of there. I can pick it up in the air. This is, like when you first spray it, it is going to engulf the air around you. I know, I spray this for people all the time at work. This and the Carolina Herrera Good Girl stuff. And when you spray like 2 puffs, it will engulf the whole aisle that you're on. It is a strong scent. It's very engulfing, which leads you to believe you're going to probably have a pretty good scent bubble around you in the first, maybe, I don't know, couple hours of wearing this. Now, I can say I've never worn these. I will give them a full review though. So in this one, it's going to open up with, you get a little bit of pepper in there. Now, it's not a spicy It's not as spicy as you would think. I believe there might be 2 types of pepper in the top notes. I know there's pepper in there, but you don't get the spiciness that you would expect from a spicy pepper in an opening. And that's because, to me, the cacao really just kind of shoots all around in the whole life of the fragrance. So in the opening, you could pick that up. You're getting a little bit of kind of like maybe like a cocoa or a chocolate type of vibe. A little bit of woods, I think I'm picking up. Maybe some cedar in here. Maybe not cedar. Yeah, okay, so you do get the pepper a little bit, but it's not very spicy. That's because you have like this sweet feel from it. That's a dark, rich, sweet feel, I think, coming from that cacao. And that really kind of is out there in the opening. I'm sure the cacao and that sweetness that you're finding here is probably some sort of base note, but it does come through in that opener. That leads me to believe, without wearing it, just first impressions, guys, that it's probably going to be a pretty linear fragrance, meaning probably not going to evolve or transform on your skin when you're wearing it. So you have some fragrances, man, especially like the indie stuff that I have. You first spray it, get a really nice opening. As it dries down, hour, 2 hours in, you start feeling like a transformation, an evolution of the fragrance. You start getting a little bit of a different scent on your skin. I don't think this is going to be the case for this one. It comes across kind of linear because you do have those base notes so prominent in the opening. Now, is it a bad scent? It's not a bad scent. This is going to be, I think, kind of a mass appealing scent. Not blue, not citrus, not anything like that. Don't get me wrong when I say that. When I say mass appealing, it's going to be made to be in a department store of some sort with a tester out, because most people who smell it are going to probably like the scent pretty well, or at least enough to buy it, and that's why they created it and put it on the shelves in department stores. It's not a unique scent. Yeah, it's not super unique. It's not reinventing the wheel. Yeah, you get some cacao, gives it kind of a little bit of a chocolate vibe, a little bit of darkness. And I think it's probably going to be pretty linear. So it's not a knock your socks off fragrance. But I think most people that smell this who like darker scents or like a little bit more of a rich scent, maybe a fall scent, an evening scent, I'm saying scent a lot, are probably going to appreciate this fragrance. So is it absolutely terrible like we're led to believe on YouTube and in Facebook groups and stuff? No, it's not terrible at all. In fact, I like the scent. I think it smells pretty good. Not the best scent I own, not the most unique scent that I own, but does it smell good? Yes, it does smell good. So plenty of like wheels and gears turning in my mind about how I would wear this. I'd wear it in the fall, during the daytime. I'd wear it on a date. I'd wear it cool evenings out, stuff like that. Yeah, it's good. Leather jacket type of thing. If I had like a black leather jacket, I'd wear that with a black leather jacket. I think it would go good. I think the scent profile goes good with that style. So all in all, not a terrible scent. Don't believe the anti-hype. Bad boy, not a bad scent, not original by any means, not going to knock your socks off, but most people are probably going to enjoy it. Okay, brings me to the Le Parfum, the 2021 Le Parfum. Let's go ahead and get it cracked. Okay, this box does not have that velvet that the OG has, which I don't really care because I don't care about boxes. Okay, you will see some subtle differences. Here is the Le Parfum. Notice you don't have gold And it's not a shiny black, it's a matte black. You see that? Fingerprint magnet, no fingerprint. Gold, no gold. Same thing, but matte, no gold. Kind of like it better. Kind of reminds me of the finish on, I don't know, maybe a Glock or something like that for you gun guys. Yeah, I like the finish more. Less fingerprints. Okay, let's go ahead and give this one a spray. And I've sprayed this quite a few times for people, customers at work. Not everybody buys it. There's better stuff out there. Some people do buy it though because they like it. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get on the opening. First impression, atomizer. Very good puff. Look at that thing. That like shot almost across the room, man. Did you see, like, I might have to back that up. Slow motion. Ready? Boom. Across the room, right there, it hit the wall. No, it's a good atomizer. It has some pressure behind it. Shoots out. You get a big time distribution. And when you spray it, it is filling up your personal space. All right, let's hit the paddle. Okay, the Le Parfum. This thing gets craft all over as well on YouTube, as well as Facebook groups, and by the, I guess you would say, like the people in the know in the community. But honestly, smelling it as if it were a first impression, first time I ever smelled it, just like right here. I'm thinking back the first time I smelled it at work. It does have an interesting opening. It has an opening that I can't really place in any of my other fragrances, and I have a ton of other fragrances, like bam, bam, all over here. I got a ton. And this one, I think the scent is a little bit more original than the original, the OG. I think with the Le Parfum, they did hit a little bit more of an original scent. Does that mean it's a scent that everybody's going to like? Absolutely not. So you do have like hemp and grapefruit in the opening, in that in those top notes, and you can pick up the grapefruit. It's not a super dominant grapefruit that you would find in something like, I don't know, Bleu de Chanel or anything like that, but you can pick up the grapefruit, especially if you know it's there. But you can pick it up mixing with something super herbaceous, and that's going to be that hemp. Yeah, so you're getting that grapefruit mixing with that hemp. For me, I think it's a creative scent. I do. Doesn't mean everybody's going to like it. Not at all. Now, I believe there's vetiver in this one, and I believe that there is maybe some cedar in here. It's supposed to be a little bit more fresh than the original, and I am getting that from here, especially with that herbaceous like hemp quality with the grapefruit in the opening. I am picking up a little bit more of a freshness. I may be picking up that cedar a little bit as well. I don't know if I'm detecting the vetiver. Makes me believe maybe the vetiver is probably going to play woody in this thing. I don't think it's going to play soapy. I don't think it's going to play earthy. Maybe woody. But it still hasn't really come out yet. So maybe it's used for a backbone in this thing, or maybe it's going to dry down and change up a little bit. The scent might change up a little bit, unlike what I'm thinking this one is, and I don't know if this one will or not, but right off the initial impression, this one seems like it has the ability to mature or evolve in the scent on the skin a little bit more than the other one, if that makes sense, just from the initial smells. And that's because I am picking up the top in the opening. I am picking up that grapefruit, and I'm picking up that hemp, whereas the original, I'm picking up like everything all just bundled up in there. I'm picking up the base notes, super dominant in the opening. But with the Le Parfum, I'm getting that order just from the opening. It is fresh. You have some herbaceousness, and you do pick up that grapefruit a little bit. It's not dominant, but I think it's giving you a little bit of that citrus, fruity freshness within the fragrance. Yeah, all in all, I think the Le Parfum is a pretty good option if you want something that's a little bit darker, a little more rich, but you're wanting to wear it kind of year round, maybe spring, fall, maybe even in the summer. I don't know how this would play in the high heat, but maybe, because it does have that level of freshness. And that's kind of what I was thinking when I reviewed Azzaro, the Most Wanted. I thought it was very versatile because of the freshness they added. I think Carolina Herrera did that with Bad Boy Le Parfum. All in all, it's not a bad scent. I know it gets crapped on all the time, all the time. But in reality, I mean, it's mass marketed, it's mass produced, it's put on the displays, testers at the department stores where thousands of people are going to walk past it because most people are going to enjoy the scent. It's not a bad scent. The first one, I don't really see a whole lot of originality in the scent. Now the Le Parfum, I am picking up, I think, in my opinion, a little bit more of an original scent. And that's because you do have that hemp and that grapefruit in the opening, and not a lot of fragrances utilize that. I think it's good. I think it's fresh, but you still kind of maintain that rich darkness, but with a fresh tinge. So all in all, I think they're pretty good fragrances. I think they get a really bad rap, maybe because they're really cheesy looking. I don't know. And they're not mind-blowing. They're not reinventing the wheel, but they're decent. They're not terrible. They don't smell bad, and they're not bad, but they're not great. I'd say middle of the road. And I think personally, a lot of people, you know, who might be avoiding these fragrances might really want one of these if they were to test it out or try it out at the mall or something. But because people are like, stay away from that crap, people aren't really trying it out. So, hey, try it before you buy it. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you totally disagree with me. That's okay, it's fragrance. Everybody has what they like. Some guys don't like pink and white striped shirts. That's okay, I do. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. Please remember, if you like this type of content, give the video a big thumbs up. Also, comment. Let me know if you smelled these, what you think. Am I totally off base? Is there some merit to what I'm saying? Drop it in the comments. Also, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on future fragrance-related content. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Thank you for watching.